You probably think exotic food is hard to make. Here's a fairly easy recipe on an old Greek dish using food that I actually harvested. Today we're going to be making dolmades, or dolmas. This is an old Greek dish using grape leaves. Now whether you have muscadine grapes or whether you have domesticated grape leaves, it doesn't matter, either one work equally well. So what's a dolmas? In this particular case, think a rice and sausage taco with a grape leaf wrap. Now let's get into it. Here's my ingredients list. I'm using duck sausage, but feel free to use veal or lamb. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that all of your wet ingredients are diced up pretty fine. So here's my goji berries. I got them nice and diced up. This is my lemon balm. It's nice and diced up. And my garlic. I went ahead and put my spices in a bowl. You're going to take that, take all your spices, and put it into the 1 cup of rice you have on the stove. Here you can add 2 cups of water, but I'm actually using chicken broth. So 2 cups of chicken broth, and you're going to heat it up until it starts boiling. Once your rice starts boiling, cover it. Let it set for 15 minutes. When it's 15 minutes is up, take it off the stove. So next comes the meat part of this. I am using duck meat. This is from a company called Amaru Hills. They sell emu, ostrich, and duck meat is delicious. This is going to be my sausage, duck sausage. Then you're going to need an onion. You need to dice up your onion and get it ready for the next step. You're going to go ahead and saute your onions until they're lightly browned, and then go ahead and add your meat. Okay, so while your meat is browning, go ahead and get another pan and put about 3 or 4 inches of water in it and get it started boiling. So once your rice is done, go ahead and set it aside and let it cool a bit. I cooked it with the herbs and all my fresh ingredients, so that way the flavor stays in the rice. Once your meat is browned, go ahead and just add the meat to the rice and mix it up really well. Not to mention that while you're waiting for your water to boil, go ahead and fill up your sink with cold water. Alright, so here comes the part where we're using our grape leaves. Now, you're going to need to blanch these, which means we need to boil them in water for roughly 1 minute. Only 1 minute. So you're going to take them. You don't need a lot. We're going to need ultimately about 20 or 30 grape leaves total. So just grab a small handful, not too many. Throw them in the water and just let them sit in there. Set your timer because you can only put them in there for 1 minute. As soon as that 1 minute is up, you're going to take them and put them in your cold sink so we stop the cooking process. Now you're going to know when these are done when they turn this color. Do you see the difference? It's going to turn into a nice olive green. 1 minute. So once your grape leaves are blanched, go ahead and take all the ones that are too small or have been ripped and line the bottom of your pan for the next step. Now the bigger your leaves are, the easier this is going to work. But you're just simply going to take some of your rice mixture, that's your filler, with your rice and your meat. And you're going to put it in there. It smells really good. You're going to put it in there. And you're going to roll it up and make a taco. So when you're done, it should look a bit like this. You're just going to take it and put it in your pan like they're enchiladas. Aren't they cute? Look at them. Look like a bunch of little green tacos. Anyway, you're going to take about a half a cup of broth and just lightly pour over these. You only want about a half a cup. You don't want them too wet. This is to make sure the rice doesn't dry out. And then you're going to liberally sprinkle it with some lemon juice. If you have fresh lemons, which I don't, obviously, you can use those. But get in there and give it a good squirt. This is going to add a little bit of zest to this whole meal. Once that's done, cover it, get it in the oven on 350. Alright, so once they're done, you're just going to simply take them out of the pan. It's a good thing you put that in there. It's going to look about like that. And when you open it up, and once it's ready, it'll taste really good. Now stay tuned. I'm going to have both screenshots for you to get for the final instructions right at the end of this. That's really good. And they're Morpheus approved. Remember, he eats what I eat. Here's the first slide. If you want the full recipe, go over to my website, earthboundgreens.com, and it's in the blog section for you.